Hi, my name is Jamie Nichols with DCAC Fitness Conventions. I want to make sure you get the most out of the upcoming DCAC Fitness Education Conference to be held at the Hyatt Regency Reston August 6th through 8th. We will be having an in-person registration as well as a live stream registration, and I've asked each of the presenters to come on and give us a sneak peek from their sessions and what the biggest takeaways will be. Hi, I have here with me Doris Thews today, and she's going to tell us about her hipster yoga stretch session that's happening on Sunday, August 8th at the DCAC in-person fitness education conference.
Well, first of all, thank you for a live event. Holy smokes. I think you are the first. I'm sure you are the first to do this. So congratulations. You are brave and you are inspiring. I'm so glad you're doing this on Sunday because this is a delicious practice. And I want to invite everyone to come. Hipster yoga is exactly as it sounds. It's a little rebellious and a little cool, but it also has the yoga element. What I want to tell you is when I first started practicing yoga, it's because I had to. I was a divisional director for a big company chain and we were bringing in yoga. And I am type A personality. I'm like, what? I can't do yoga. I'm too spastic. And I went through a great program called Yoga Fit and I got certified. And then I realized the benefits of the mat. I realized back then the flexibility, the mobility, and how it improved my performance as a cyclist, as a runner, someone who's run 4 of the 6 world major marathons. It made a huge difference. Of course, that was in my 30s. And then let's fast forward a little moving forward. The pandemic, it's called a stress, right? And then with the pandemic, I went on to do a yoga 200-hour with the yoga assets. And with that, I recognized that the mat has helped me to deregulate, to help with anxiety and with sleep and emotions and stress and connecting because your body holds your stress. So what am I trying to say is your practice evolves. But one thing about hipster yoga, it stands for opening up yoga for everyone. It is an inclusive space. And what I mean by that is I am the athletic yoga girl. I am now the mental wellness yoga girl. And as my practice has changed, so has our consumers. And hipster yoga is very, very open to everybody. It's really designed for 2 people. People who live to stretch, people who wake up and do down dogs when they come out of bed. They're at the supermarket stretching. They live to stretch. And then there's people who stretch to live. Like when I found out, I learned how great yoga was for running. All of a sudden, all my running friends did yoga with me because they did yoga so they could perform. People do yoga because the physical therapist tells them they have to. They do yoga because it's too late, you're injured. So what you'll find in this class is a mix of those who live to stretch and those who stretch to live. Why it's hipster? It's because it's a little rebellious in the sense that I do use anatomy, physiology, terminology. I do point it back to sport. I do sometimes tell a joke. I do sometimes play hip hop. Sometimes I play jazz. Sometimes depends on the audience. So it's yoga and stretching together to serve the masses. And I like to think of it as a gateway drug, to yoga, because how there's people that are pushers, drug pushers. I'm a hope pusher. I push the hope of you falling in love with yoga. It's very common for me to pull people from my cycle classes, from my triathlon groups into this without a problem. And then there's the yogis that are just like, hey, I just want to practice. And it's kind of cool to listen to rebellious music. It's kind of cool to laugh in the middle of a sun salutation. So is it legit? Yes. Is it unorthodox? Yes. Is it open to everybody? Absolutely. So I think you will walk away feeling amazing. You will be built up versus torn down. And when I first started this practice years ago, and I've presented this internationally, and it always gets well received, is, it really was about performance. And then it was about injury. And now it's more about mental wellness for me. So it's all coming together, and it's called hipster yoga because the focus is about the hips controlling motion, mobility. And if you think about it, every movement in life, every asana is hip related. So it all ties back to the hips, and you will walk away, and I promise you, you will sleep like a baby. I've taught this class where people fall asleep and they're snoring, and I just let them snore. So I hope you enjoy me. Don't have to have a lot of yoga experience to attend this. If you have yoga experience, you'll appreciate that it's legitimate, but really it's for everybody. My goal is to get everybody on the mat wherever you are. I want to meet you where you are and create a space for you to open through the hips, have healthy hips, to have a healthy, open, and wonderful lifestyle.
Well, thank you so much. I really think that that is a great way to conclude the end of the 3-day convention. And so we are looking forward to it, and we hope to see you in August. Thank you.